Good morning. Wow, I look pretty bad today, but it was a crazy week and I'm going to update you on it now. So let's just start from Sunday. If you guys remember last Sunday's vlog, I woke up and I was feeling like my throat was starting to hurt. Well, it wasn't just because I couldn't sleep. It's because I got really, really sick. And I'm still like sick and recovering, but basically Monday I had a work training, so I didn't really have to go into work, but I just had to go to a different location and do a training. And at the training, like, I took ibuprofen because I had a really bad headache and my throat was kind of getting really sore. And I thought it was going to be like an easy, like, I'll get over this and then I'll be fine on Tuesday. But during the meeting, I started like sweating out what I felt like was a fever. And so we're in this like cold classroom, and I'm in there sweating my butt off. And I just wasn't feeling right. I was just feeling really tired and weak. And you know how that feeling when you can tell you're getting sick and your neck just starts aching and you just feel really tired and the littlest things can wear you out. That's how I felt, and I was just like, God, this sucks. Like, I hope I just go home, since I can go home pretty early and just rest and not have to worry about anything and just like kind of recover. So I get home and I just start feeling worse and worse and worse, and then I start noticing my left tonsil started getting really big, and by the end of the night it started to get white spots on it. So right away, it was about 7 p.m., I call my work and I warn them, hey, might not be in tomorrow, like, I'm starting to really not feel good. Today at the meeting, I was sweating out a fever, and I'm just feeling kind of icky. And my tonsils have white spots on them. So if they're still there in the morning, and if I feel like crap, I'm going to urgent care like first thing in the morning when they open. So I wake up about 6 a.m. and sure enough, I felt like absolute crap. And so I called out of work, and that's a whole nother story. Work hung up on me. It was ridiculous. But anyways, so I won't get into that because I don't really want to blast that on YouTube. But, so go to urgent care, and they said, oh, wow, it's pretty swollen. It was only my left side, though. And it was big, and it was starting to turn green, so there was definitely an infection. So they gave me antibiotics, and I started taking that, and then just kept getting a fever all day. It was one of those, like, every time I get sick now, I just get the fever that comes and goes. Like, it'll come, I'll take ibuprofen, I'll sweat it out, I'll be good, feeling really good for a couple hours, and then it comes right back, and I start shivering and being freezing. Like, it was just crazy. So Tuesday, I stayed home, and thankfully the days I was sick and I stayed out of work, Heath was actually off, so he, like, took care of me, and thank you so much for that, babe. You no idea. I was thinking about it actually while I was sick. I was like, if I lived like out here with nobody to help me, I would just be miserable. I would honestly probably drive back to California while I was sick just for my mom to take care of me. I'm such a baby. I hate being sick, and I seem to get sick a lot. But so anyways, I was like super sick. The doctor said you shouldn't go back until Thursday. So I had to tell work that I was out for 2 days and blah, blah, and God, it seriously got really scary because I got antibiotics and I had been taking them and they just weren't doing anything. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse. By like, the worse it was like huge, green, like all over, even going down my throat. There was canker sores on my tonsil. I know this is gross, but it was just like, probably one of the worst experiences ever, and I was seriously considering getting them removed. I was like, you know what? Like, I should just go to urgent care again and be like, this is not working. I don't know what's going on. I just want them out of my body. But then I started freaking out. I'm like, God, that's going to be so much money, and we're going to Ireland in 42 days. Like, I'm not going to be able to pay that bill. I already have to pay off my credit card when we get back. Like, I started stressing out. So I kind of freaked out for a little bit. I was like, crap, like, am I going to have to get them removed? Like, this is really bad. And then my right one started getting super swollen, and it turned green. It was just so bad. And my fever just kept coming and going. Like, I would wake up in the middle of the night, and just be dripping sweat. It was disgusting, and I just felt miserable. There's a couple times where I just kind of broke down and just cried. I was like, I hate this. But anyways, so Thursday I go back to work. I probably shouldn't have been back to work Thursday, honestly, because I still had my fever. But, like, I sweat out my fever twice at work, and I felt so weak. Like, by the end of the day, I was just like, just get me home. Like, so I went, on the way home, I went to Walgreens, and I picked up some throat numbing spray, which kind of helped for a little bit, but only, like, it's supposed to last 2 hours. You're supposed to spray every 2 hours, but it only lasts, like, an hour. So, like, the last hour, you're just kind of miserable, but then I got, like, this liquid. And by the way, when I'm sick, my apartment turns into, like, a war zone. My bathroom and my side table to my bed are just full of medicines and cups for water and oatmeal, and it's just gross. But I got this, okay, I always say this when I see it in my head. Acetaminophen. It's a pain reliever, fever reducer. So I got this Thursday. And I liked it because it worked super fast. Like, started working on my fever really fast, taking it away. But then what I forgot is that I've been taking ibuprofen. Ibuprofen is a muscle relaxer and, anti-inflammatory. So that was helping taking down, like, the swelling. But this, it's not anti-inflammatory. So I was taking this and I was like, oh, works awesome. It works faster than, like, the pills, because, like, I would take ibuprofen and I have to wait forever for that to start working, it felt like. So then I really liked this, and so I went to bed and I was, like, feeling okay, but I woke up in the middle of the night, Thursday night, and I seriously felt like I woke up in the middle of surgery. Like, my pain was through the roof. Like, I woke up in shock, like, oh my god, like, my throat was huge. Like, right now, they're pretty damn swollen, but Thursday night when I woke up in the middle of the night, like, they were, like, a lump, and I was just like, ow! Like, I couldn't swallow. I didn't want to take a pill to swallow. I didn't want to do anything. So I gingerly walked to the bathroom, feeling like I'm seriously going to pass out from pain, and I got my ibuprofen, took it barely, and I came back to bed, and in the middle of the night, I woke up, literally, I stood up, and I dripped sweat down. Like, I was sweating out the most horrid fever ever, but my throat felt a lot better, like, it had gone down. So, kind of sad, but at least now I have this for if I just have a fever and not any, like, pain, like, swelling pain, like, on my tonsils. But whenever I get sick, my tonsils get really swollen. So, I don't know, hopefully I use this sometime, or I can give it to Heath or something. But, yeah. But then Friday, I finally started feeling better. So, today, like, it's still sore, like, as hell. But, believe me, it's a lot better. And when I look at my throat, it's now gone back to being white. So, that means, like, the virus or infection is going away. So, I'm happy about that. And the swelling has gone down a little bit. So, they're not so much in my throat. They're kind of moving back into their sockets. So, and I don't feel weak. And last night I didn't have a fever at all. So I think I'm done with the fever. I think when I woke up dripping sweat, I was finally, like, sweat it all out. Like, I have fever blisters on my face from it. It sucks. Anyways, and then this week, I ended up getting a new job. So, on Wednesday, I had an interview, and I was sick. Stayed home from work. And, so, like, all day I was like, God, I don't want to go to this interview. I feel like crap. But finally I got ready at, like, 4 and left at 4:40 and went to the interview. I was sweating out a fever at the interview. It was so bad. So finally, like, it took forever because he was just super busy. And then it was supposed to be a group interview. The other 2 people canceled, which is good for me. So we go in, do the interview. It was actually a pretty hard interview. He was really tough on me with the questions, which, as he should be. It was for a charter school for autism that's opening up out here. And, so it happens to be, like, the week before he had strep throat. I was like, oh, I have strep throat right now. And he was like, oh, ew. And I was like, no, I won't get too close. He's like, well, I'm on my antibiotics, so I shouldn't really get it anyways. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. I'm on antibiotics too, so. But yeah, he was like, oh, I know how you feel. Let's just get through this interview. So I was like, okay. Did the interview, went great. He asked if I did get the job, like, what type of notice would I give my current job, and I was like, I work with kids, so I would really prefer to give a 2 weeks notice. That way I can like tell them that I'm about to leave and prepare them. Even though a lot of my kids are all going transitioning into kindergarten, so a lot of their last day was Friday. So I think only the 2 are going to be there Monday. Big whoop. But anyways, and he was like, well, we need to fill the position pretty immediately. Like, the school starts next Wednesday. I want you to start like Monday or Tuesday. He was like, but I totally respect that you want to give 2 weeks notice. I totally get it. So we'll see what we can do. I'll probably call you Thursday or Friday, just so we can see what we can do. I was like, okay. So Thursday after work, I had noticed he called me and left a message, so we called him back, and I got super nervous. I was like, oh crap. So I called him, and he was like, oh, okay. Don't really know how to go about this. And which first thing I thought was like, oh yes, I got it. Like, he's going to try and tell me, like, I got it, and he's nervous about telling me to tell my work I need to just leave. And I was right. He was like, I hate doing this to you because I know it's such a crappy position to be in, but I really think you're going to fit in here. You're going to get great experience and blah, blah, blah. We really want you to join our team, but it would only be happening if you can start Monday or Tuesday. And I said, you know what? Honestly, this is where I need to be. I'm getting my master's. I need to think for myself. I need to be at that place and getting my experience and my hours for supervision. And when I went to your school, I was totally impressed by the environment, by the people. Everyone I met was super nice and helpful. So I will just talk to my work tomorrow. They're going to be upset, but I'm just going to explain it to them. Blah, blah, blah. He was like, okay, good. And then I was like, oh, by the way, because I wanted to mention this, I do have a trip coming up, so I will need a week off. And he asked when, and he was like, you know what, thanks for telling me, we'll work it out. It's fine. So Thursday after work, I was totally relieved. I was like, thank God, like, everything's going to be okay, because I was super nervous about telling him about Ireland, because it is, like, in a month. Holy crap. Anyways, it was in a month, so I'm like, crap, I really need to tell him this. So he was cool with it, so that's awesome. And so Friday I went to work, and I told him to work, and I don't really want to put it on blast, but it didn't go well. And so my last day was Friday. Basically nobody said bye, but whatever. So yeah. So I don't know if I start Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know. I called him, and everyone had left the office by like 3 on Friday. So I emailed him, I left a message at his work, so hopefully he calls me like first thing in the morning on Monday, so I can at least go in and do paperwork, because I'm sure I'm going to have to do a bunch of paperwork. And then hopefully I can go Tuesday for the last day of training, so I can meet my coworkers and not go into the first day of school pretty blind. So I'm excited. I'm pretty sure, because when he did the interview, he was like, okay, so the 2 positions that are open are in a 4th grade class. One is a high-functioning autism class, and one's a low-functioning autism class. Like, which one would you prefer? And I was like, at first I was like, oh, I don't really care, but then I thought about it, I was like, I really want the low-functioning class, because it's going to be an amazing experience. And he said, good idea. Like, since you're in your master's, I think you really should. That would provide you with great experience. I mean, the high-functioning class would too, but low-functioning will be even better. And the teacher in there is great. Her name's also Megan, so that'll be funny. He's like, that's going to be really confusing but interesting. And so he was like, she's really, really great and really structured, so you're going to get amazing experience from her. So super excited. Just waiting to hear back so I can know when to go to work. And the hours are better. I won't be off at 5 ever. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm off by 3:30. Wednesdays, I'm off at 4:30, but I get a longer break. So I'm really, really excited. It's going to be good. Man, it just feels like everything's starting to, like, roll into place. Started my master's and got this awesome job where I can really get back into working with kids with autism. Since I worked out here, I haven't worked with any autistic kids out here, and I've missed it a lot. I really have missed, like, working where I worked back in California, and so it's starting to feel like things are starting to fall into place, and it's going to be good. So I'm excited, but that was my week. It was crazy. Like, and last night there was another thunderstorm. I got a couple little like seconds of it on video, but my phone died in the middle of it, so I'll put that up after this clip. But today, my throat still really hurts, but I'm just gonna clean up the sickness in this apartment and do my usual Saturday routine of cleaning, and I don't know what I'm gonna eat because I can barely swallow. But anyways, that's my day today or tomorrow, I don't know. One of these days I'm going to be filming a new hair tutorial, so keep a lookout for that on my channel. Which it'll probably be up by the time this is up, because those are a lot quicker for me to edit. These vlogs take me a little bit longer to like make sure everything's together. But yeah, it's a nice sunny day today, so I think there might be thunderstorms later though, but that is it, and I need a shower, so usual Saturday routine here. Damn it, it's all blurry. Well, that's not fun. So I just did the most stressful thing ever, and that is paying my tuition for school and buying my books. Even though I have my loan money, which is so helpful, it's just like knowing that I have to pay that back is really stressful. So anyways, done paying that, and I'm so glad because I've been thinking about it. It's been on my mind because my class is almost over for this semester, I guess, and and so I was thinking, oh man, I really need to like pay next semester's tuition, which is like close to $4,000 a semester, and then buy my books because my next class starts like mid-August, but I just want to buy it now because I've been in the situation before where the class started and I haven't had my books, and that was not fun. Having to ask like other people in class to send me pictures of it, it's just not cool. And, it's just a hassle for everybody, so do that. I'm glad that's over. I'm realizing I need to go to Wells Fargo today and put in rent money so I can write them a check and turn that in by the 5th, because today is already the 2nd, and then I need more checks because I am out of checks. It is now getting cloudy. There's supposed to be a bunch of storms today, so fun stuff. Crap, I gotta go to Wells Fargo. Don't want to. I might as well just go and get it over with though. Maybe grab some lunch. Stressful. Okay, but anyways, I hate money. And after missing 2 days of work this week and not knowing exactly when I start this new job, hopefully it's Monday and hopefully it's like a lot of hours, like it's just stressful. But it's what happens. You have highs and you have lows, and like right now I am going through a high. I got a new job and things are falling into place, but money is kind of tight, especially with planning this trip to Ireland. Oh, by the way, about Ireland. So Heath and I went and got Subway last night. It was like my first real meal in forever. And he brought up the idea of like vlogging before the trip, like how we're getting ready for it and the stuff we buy and stuff like that. And he wants to vlog like the whole trip, and I thought that was awesome because I was actually thinking about that the other day. I wanted to like capture it because it's a big trip for us, and it's probably gonna be one of the only ones we're gonna take, even though we really hope to travel a bunch. You know, we also want to have a family and have kids and stuff. We talk about it all the time. I mean, we're not engaged or anything, but it's just, we know that, I don't know, we just know we want to be together. And so we always talk about like, you know, this is the one trip. Before we decided to actually do the trip, I was like, no, we're not spending this money to go to Ireland. Like, you're crazy. But he was like, but if you think about it, this is the one time we can do it. This is one time we don't have kids. We don't have a house to pay a mortgage on. You know, we're not that serious. And he was like, we should just do it now while we can, while we don't have kids or while we're not tied down to anything, you know. And I get it, and it's true. And it would be nice to get away. I mean, so the thought that to think I'm going to Ireland, it's just like, it so blows my mind. It kind of gets me every time I think about it. So, but we always said, you know, if we can't have kids, then we'll travel. But we do plan on having a family. If that comes into fruition, we don't know. But, you know, life happens. But right now, we have talked about it. We do want to get married. We do want to have kids. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm even going to put this in the blog. But, yeah, I don't know how I started talking about that. I guess the money. See, money leads to everything. But anyways, okay. I need to just go to Wells Fargo because I'm not going to have time any other day to go. I mean, I could put it off to Monday, but I really don't want to do that. But I really don't. Oh my gosh, this is what I do all day when I'm home by myself. And it's a weekend and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this shit I have to do. But I really do need to do homework today. I have like a video analysis assignment to do, so I need to get that going, and I think that's pretty much it for this class. It's just like the little discussion posts that I have to do, and those are super easy. And then I also have to do my video, so I'm probably going to go grab something easy to eat. I do have stuff here to eat, but it's all like stuff with a lot of acid in it, and that really hurts my throat right now, so I might just eat Subway again because that was tolerable last night, and it's cheap. So anyways, yeah, I guess I'll talk to you guys maybe later today. I'm not sure. This might be it you see for Saturday, my usual thing. I know these are probably getting boring, but only about like 7 of you watch it, so thanks for watching though. I really appreciate it, and see you later. So you know it's an Arizona storm when there's people in the pool and it's freaking hot and humid.
Actually, it's pretty fucking cold.
Really?
Like this. Like a little spray of it.
I feel like my glasses are getting foggy. So I'm outside and it's lightning and we just heard the biggest thunderclap ever.
That's pretty nice. I think it's fun. Did you play the glass challenges do that?
There's Heath.
Hunter one's pretty fun.
Welcome him to the vlog.
The maze one's pretty, and the maze one is pretty,
it's on the phone for you. We're going to our friend's son's birthday party tonight. We're actually going with her to Ireland.
We're outside on the patio right now.
So we're going to her son's birthday party at
Watching rain.
We're watching rain and having a drink before we go. Scary. I'm waiting for more lightning. Hopefully you can see it.
That'd be awesome. Oh.
That is scary. That face is scary. Stop it.
And I'm going to do it here.
It's so humid, it's like 83%.
How is it?